Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So the new Yugi cards, I guess, GANDORA, new GANDORA, which, I'm honest, I disregarded it first, or them first, but then I reread them a couple of times and I was like, these are quite good. Most of the cards are a superb engine, they search each other, they have a quick play spell that searches basically a Rota, their Gold Sark, the new Gold Sark is basically a cursed Eldland for Eldritch, very similar, once per turn, continuous spell search. The new Gandora is very easy to get on field, plus blow up the entire field once per turn. That could trigger your new gadget. The new gadget is basically the Stratos, which searches basically the entire deck, or the entire archetype, or series of cards, so it's kinda solid. Some additions to the deck. As you saw, it speaks for itself, you'll see why. So go first this time. The Gold Sark Search gets Ashed, that's fine. The Gadget Search gets Impermed, this is fine. I have the Quick Play spell, which is their Rota, to search Gandora, pay half of my life points, drop Gan. This play is important because this doesn't blow up your continuous spell because it cannot be destroyed, right, by monster effects, but it does trigger or destroy your gadget, and when your gadget is destroyed, you can search the new trap Stronghold, which is not the best, but like as you see here in this case, it does protect your smaller monsters from being destroyed by battle. Once per turn, when your opponent wants to attack, you can destroy the attacking monster if your Stronghold is face up on the field. So you need to preemptively activate it. But I mean, if you already search it, you know, your opponent knows that it's there. And this is also, I guess, some built-in negations. Built-in negation with one of the, swordsman and silent. You know, those two. I believe they are just fine as a one-off. One of them negates spells once per turn. Again, you can boost their attack every time, right? While the other one prevents target. Oh, it doesn't prevent targeting, but as soon as your opponent wants to target any of your new GANDORA Yugi cards, you can negate the activation and destroy it. So no Imperm, no Veiler. So that's okay. Yeah, more cards soon. So short set, this kind of functions the same way as, you know, like a generic Horus deck. Horus because level 8, and obviously GANDORA itself is a level 8. It's a supportive engine, I guess. Beatsticks, Link plays, Masquerina plays, Little Knight plays, right? You know, the standard stuff. Plus gives you a draw engine. I was toying around with more Revolution Synchron. I eventually just dropped it to 1 because I tried to make this a Revolution Synchron deck with, you know, like a lot of field spells, as you saw, like the side tech, not really a side tech, but playing the, whatchamacallit, again, yeah, you know, more field spells, the Scareclaw package, but it's just far too much. I was running 60 card at some point, but it's not worth it. Just one teched Revolution Synchron. If I draw it, it's okay, because again, your normal summon you want to go to is your gadgets, your Stratos, and if you have Revolution, that's an Ancient Fairy Dragon play. And if you happen, you know, to draw into a field spell, you can capitalize on it, or if your opponent has a field spell, you can capitalize on their field spell. So I think it's okay. Again, you're not really using your normal summon that much unless it's for the gadget, right? Because the other engines are just support. And I'm looking at the level 1 engine, you know, the Sinful Spoils package comes into play because of, I mean, the shells, the one of Snake Eyes that, you know, searches a shell which can be discarded, etc. You know how it works. And this is also one of the new field spells for Horus. Basically just, what is it, search one Horus monster and then send one card from your hand back to the deck, bottom of the deck I think. So again, it ties in with Revolution Synchron if you have it, so it all works out fine. So set up Horus again, got Ash, it's weak, well, not necessarily a weak Ash, but a weak field on my part, if it wasn't for, again, those draw 3 cards. So normal summon the gadgets. There is no point in going for Gandora because I don't want to lose my Gold Sark setup. So just go for Masquerina into Little Knight play, and this is also one of the new cards. I'm just running it as a one-off, the Ties of Friendship, I believe the name is. As soon as you activate the card, after that you're not able to use your extra deck anymore. So, you know, make your plays first and then use that spell. Big problem is that you can only use that spell if you control the new Gold Sark and a monster that has that Gold Sark in its card name. So, you know, most of the time it might seem a little bit awkward that you want to use your face-up Gandora or gadget for Link plays or Exceed plays, and that kind of makes it so that you won't control a face-up monster with Gold Sark in its name. So that's kind of awkward. So that's why I think it's just fine as a one-off. because again, it limits you in your extra deck plays. You should be game. Again, standard Celine into access code pop, and they should be more than enough fuel to, you know, eventually attack for game. So as I mentioned before, like these new Gandoras, I think it's just a 3-off. I've been toying around with it, you know, 2 in the main deck, 3 in the main deck, but for example, going first, it's just a free beat stick, and going level 8 as well, and going second, it potentially threatens your opponent's board, right? Because it blows up the entire field, well, destroys everything and then banishes everything at the same time. So that's kind of disgusting. And it's, again, easy to get on field, as you see, or will be seeing here. So drop Fenrir, that again threatens the Kashtira field, even though, you know, Lady is protected, you know, cannot be targeted as soon as, if you control a set. So anyway, search with Fenrir, try to threaten my opponent here with the Gold Sark Search, plus the Gandora, you know, pop. Do get impermed, this is fine. Chain Rota to search one of my Gandoras. Again, I already used my normal summon, so there wasn't really anything other that I could search. You can definitely, you know, use your compulse preemptively here, but that kind of feels mediocre. Then again, this particular compulse also feels really mediocre. So anyway, now I can just, you know, freely set up my Horus cards, and I think I'm attacking. Even though my opponent is going to survive with 100 life points, I think, yeah. I mean, it's fine though. I can't go for, what is it called, rank 8 to draw 3. But this is fine. The fact that Little Knight is so generic, so broken, Masquerina into Little Knight just will seal the deal. Yeah, okay. And 2 sets, right? So again, also the Stronghold, which I think it's fine as a one-off, simply because of that opening move, right? Gandora, destroy your field, as in destroy your gadget. Your gadget will trigger to surge the Stronghold, and again, because you use your Gandora, you can special summon one of your Silent Swordsmen, right? Or Silent Knights, you know which one. The one that negates spells, preferably. And that's kind of good. You know, you're kind of sacrificing half of your life points, but I think it's okay-ish. Oh, this was an okay one. So I think I got trolled and set Shell. Hopefully I survive. I see Fire King, so I was like, okay, I'm probably going to survive unless they open God. And it's basically a custom hand over there. So Circle again pops. What is it? Little Phoenix. This brings out the rank 8, which again blows up my entire monster lineup. This puts up the... Oh, yeah. Ah, yes. As I mentioned before, the Gold Sark, the new one, cannot be destroyed by monster effects. Not the first time, not the second time, but it is what it is. So let's see, there's multiple interruptions here for Fire Kings. There is one spell and trap negation, here with Deton, the level 4. This sacrifices the Fire King as seed. This brings the monster negator on field plus pop for next turn. Yeah, and this indeed puts up a potential rank 8 exceed play, yeah, during my turn. So the small Little Phoenix is dropped, so I kind of force out more monster negations, even though the Diabolister, you know, wasn't able to search anything, you know, relatively broken, but it's more negations, I guess. Get popped, try to, I guess, what was it, threaten the board, battle phase, I'm not so sure. So now again, priority number 1 is to get Gandora on field to force out the rank 8 exceed play. There it is, because again, you know, would have threatened the board otherwise. And here, the Horus engine should be ending the game. Yep. Because we know the card in hand, yeah, last card in hand. So that's why it's there. Unicorn generate every rank 8 exceed play pumps out a Numeron Dragon, and this is whatever, what is it, 17k attack, more than enough to attack for a game. So, I mean, these new cards, they are solid, but I'm not so happy, or at least I'm probably not going to make more of the Swordsman cards. Both are just fine as a one-off, but the other cards, they are good, they are really good, so I'm eager to see how maybe future engines or a smaller package might find its way into more generic or more top tier decks. So again, feel free to leave options. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Beacom signing out. Peace.